So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Carrasco Ranch. My name is Robert. This is your first time tuning in. So from the thumbnail, you can probably guess we're going to be talking about lights, flashlights and headlamps. Some of my favorite ones that I have, and I'm going to list them here. Everything will be down below as well in the description in case you want to check them out. Without further ado, let's get into it. Before we do, don't forget to hit that like button, share, and subscribe for anyone who is looking for flashlights or anyone who likes this kind of content. Don't forget to subscribe. Like I said, most of these flashlights I have had for years. I'll show you right now. All of these right here, I've had these for over 5-6 years. I've had them for a long time. And those are all my headlamps. I have these here, and these are my flashlights. I forgot one. I left it in another vehicle, and it's like a little mini. I'll just talk about it, but it will be down below as well. But yeah, without further ado, we're just going to go ahead and get into it. So the first one we're going to talk about is going to be the Bushnell Torch 1500. I did get this thing on clearance, so it typically runs more than what I paid for it. I think I paid like 15-20 bucks for it, but they do go for more. I want to say closer to 40 or 50 when I was looking at them. I don't know what the price is today, but yeah. So it does have a high and low setting. I'll shine the light at the camera. So I believe that's the low. I believe that's the high. One thing that is cool about this one is that it does run on AA batteries. So everybody has, usually these laying around. Not so much the C and D batteries that most of the flashlights like this take. But what is good about it is that it's really light. It's like a light aluminum casing on it, so it's a lot lighter than some of the bigger ones you'll see in this size. This flashlight also really does have good grip. It has like, if you lift weights, the bar, it has those little diamond little fillings on it. I'm not sure what they're called. The little grips on the bar. That's what this kind of feels like. It looks exactly like that. Feels exactly like that. It's just in a flashlight form. But yeah, it's a great flashlight. I've had this thing for a couple of years now, about 2 years, give or take. And I love it. I use it. It's a nice lightweight flashlight. So the next one we're going to talk about are the mag lights. I have two different sizes here. I have the bigger mag light and the medium sized mag light. These things get used a lot, as you can tell. They get dropped in mud and water and all kinds of crap, and they still work. These I've had for years. I don't even know exactly how many years, but I know it's been a long time, over 5 years for sure. But they work great. Some of the newer flashlights that are coming out are probably a little bit stronger as far as the light goes, but these are just very durable. They're kind of heavy and bulky in a way, but they just hold up. They're just made out of a strong material that if you drop it, like I have many of times, they're gonna be just fine. But yeah, so I'll shine the medium one here at the light here. And then we're gonna shine the bigger one. The bigger one might be a little weak on batteries, but just so you can get a sense of the light. Yeah, like I said, these are both heavier than that Bushnell. The Bushnell is like a light aluminum. These are a lot heavier material. But like I said, they've held up for a very long time, and they're just good to have around, thrown in the vehicles. You never know when you might need a good flashlight. So there's these. Now, if you were to ask me which one do I like better, it's probably gonna be this newer one, the Bushnell. It's, for one, lighter, has better grip, and has a better light in my opinion overall. But you can't go wrong with either of these, but this will probably be my favorite. So the next one we're going to talk about are they're actually bicycle lights. The bicycle lights, they're meant to be put on bicycles, but they come with headbands for your head. So you can use them as a regular headlamp, which is what I use them for, obviously. I have 3 here. This is going to be the Solar Storm X3, because it has 3 lights. This is going to be a Solar Storm X2. I'm going to show them right now. Obviously, these headbands, they last a long time. Like, the elasticity on this thing is still really good. Like I said, I've had these things for years and years and years. I use them all the time, and I have so many in case, people go hunting with me or something, I have plenty of lights to share with everybody. So just to kind of show you how they get hooked on here, let me put one down. They have like a little band right there, and then in the front, and you can kind of pivot them however you want. And this one's a little like loose, and there's a screw inside, then I can just go inside and screw it to make it a little tighter. But I believe these are Cree T6 little bulbs in there, which are really, really good. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's what they are inside. And these are always really, really good lights. What else? So I'm going to show you the battery pack. So these things come with battery packs here. I buy a bunch of these things just as extras. You never know when you might need more battery packs. I just keep the little lunchbox with the headlamps and the battery packs already fully charged. But this is what they look like. They're basically just batteries that are in there, kind of wrapped together. Comes with a little case. These things, you can actually put them around your belt loops here and attach them, and they do fine. And they do have a cord. And like I said, I always keep extras. I buy extras of these things. These things will be down below as well. All the battery packs will be down below. I mean, I love these freaking lights, honestly. Everyone I've hunted with who has seen these lights is like, holy freaking shit, where'd you get these lights? They're freaking strong. I was like, Amazon. So like I said, everything will be linked down below. So I'm going to probably do a quick little demonstration once it gets a little darker with these lights as well. I'm probably going to do the demonstration and then kind of like a little subtitle of which light it is, so that way you know what it is on the screen. So the next ones we're going to talk about are also bicycle lamps, bicycle lights, but they do have the head straps as well. These I've had for a very, very long time. These are one of my first ones that I had, that I really fell in love with these type of style lights for bicycles. These are probably 7 or so years old. They're very, very old. But like I said, you can tell the elastic's a little bit worn, but it still is going to fit pretty snug. These are a little heavier than the ones I just showed you. They're a little bit heavier with the exception of this one. This one was in an accident with my fiance. She was wearing this one and I don't remember what happened. I think we were fishing or something, fishing or hunting or something. And I think she pulled the cord out. Somehow it got stuck on like a stick or something. I don't know. So that's why this one has duct tape. But yeah, these are a little bit heavier. So when you have them on your head, you'll kind of feel them move a little bit more than the other ones. So that's why I've kind of moved over to those instead of these. But these are still really, really great lights. Like I said, these will be down below as well. Again, it's preference. If you prefer this style light, then you're going to like this one better. If you prefer the more low profile lights, those are going to be better, and the lighter ones. But I mean, if you ride a bike, these are going to be probably better for you, honestly, too. You can kind of tell how many lights they do have. This one has, what, 4 or 5? This one has 1, and this one has 4. Obviously, the one with 5 is going to be brighter than the one in 4. But yeah, I've had these things for a long time. They work really, really good. So really quickly with these battery packs, they make battery packs that are bigger. They're like twice the size of this. I would go with the bigger ones if you're going to get a bigger headlamp, the one that has like 4 or 5 bulbs, because it will burn through it a little bit faster. So they do make bigger ones. That will be down below as well. I have one of those and that's it, but that will be down below as well. It'll last a little longer that way. So this next one is going to be a little light. This is something that you don't want to rely on, but it's something just to like get to like a tree stand or a deer stand. You don't want this for like, I don't know, where you really, really, really need some really good light. This is probably not going to be it. It's just something small just to get you to point A to point B. That's pretty much it. It runs on AAA batteries. As you can tell, it does get used a lot. The headband is pretty worn at this point. It's years and years old as well, but it still works fine. It does have a little cushion for the head. Some of the others do not have that. But yeah, so it's not super, super strong, but it'll do the job if you just want to get to the deer stand kind of relatively unnoticed. It'll do that. I'm going to show you guys another one real quick. I didn't really talk about this one because it's more expensive and it's not strictly a flashlight. And I'll pull it out right now. So that's going to be this one. It's a lid cap. or lid cam. This one is pretty cool because, let me put the clicker away here. It just attaches to your hat. So you just push this thing on like so, and now you have a headlamp attached to your hat. This is what I've been using lately to get to the deer stand. It's easier. I don't have to be carrying a whole headlamp. I can just clip it onto my hat and I am good to go. The reason I didn't really list it on here is because it's also a camera. So I think I bought it back when it was like 150 or 100 bucks. I don't remember exactly. But it may have came down, may have gone up. I'm not sure. I haven't really kept up with the prices, but this will also be down below as well. So this one can get charged. It has a little charging port there. It also has a little micro SD card because it is a camera. So if you are trying to get a camera for your hat and you want a flashlight, this isn't a bad deal. Like I said, it's not really strong light. It has a little micro SD card there. This isn't a super strong light, but again, this is going to be one of those just to get to point A to point B, get to your deer stand without disturbing all the deer, all the wildlife, right? That's pretty much what this one's going to be for. The camera quality, in case you're wondering about that, it's not as good as a GoPro. So I don't use it to really record unless maybe I'm doing some dove hunting where it's easier for me just to flip it on and off right here instead of with the GoPro. It's a little bit more harder with the GoPro than this one, but it does have picture mode. It does have recording mode. It's easily flipped on and off. You can connect it to your phone through Wi-Fi, and for the most part, it's a pretty simple little setup. I use it more these days as a flashlight on my hat than I do for a camera. So, like I said, all personal preference. All these flashlights I've had for many years, some more than others. Some of the older ones are probably about 7 or so years old. Those two mag lights are probably approaching 10 years, if not. I know at least the bigger one. The bigger one was one of the first ones, and then the medium was the one after that. I hope you guys enjoyed that quick little walkthrough of the flashlights. It's getting dark now, so I'm gonna go ahead and set up and kind of give myself some time to set up so I can kind of shine the light at night for you guys. So hang with me and I'll get everything set up and you'll be seeing the clips of the lights. All right, guys, so first one up is going to be this one. It's going to be the Bushnell Torch 1500. Here it goes. Pretty bright. Like I said, this is the light aluminum one. You see. So that's high. And then this is low, which doesn't even look like low. It's still pretty strong. Moving on to the next one. So really quickly, we're gonna go ahead and mention the flashlight I forgot to talk about. It's a little mini. It's probably about yay big, but it offers good amount of light. Like I said, this will be down in the description. It's cheap, it's under 20 bucks, and it's a good little pocket flashlight. Like I said, it'll be down below. So moving on, this is the mag light. This is the medium-sized mag light. So we're gonna go ahead and put it towards the bushes. So that's what this one looks like. You can tell that bush now had a little bit more power in it. So this one isn't bad, you know, it's not bad. So the next one we have here, you cannot see it anymore, it's gotten too dark, but this is the large mag light. We're gonna go ahead and shine it at the bushes. This one's not bad, it has a little bit more light power than that medium size mag light. It does take an extra battery, so that's probably why. Obviously it's a little bit bigger, but again, large size mag light. All right, guys, so the next one we're gonna do is gonna be that bicycle headlamp. This is the one that has duct tape on it. Remember, if I gave you that quick little story, it's going to look like that. Look at how bright this thing is. This thing is super freaking bright. This is why everyone tells me, where the hell do you get these lights? I mean, this is really bright. And it does have like a little blue deal that lights up. So we'll go ahead and do it again. So that's the highest setting there. Drop it down 1 notch. That's it right there. And then you have strobe. So this is the next little bicycle light. It looks just like the one I just showed you. This is the one that has 4 lights inside. May be able to see it right there. We're gonna go ahead and turn it on. This one has a little green light here. That's bright. It looks honestly almost just as bright as the other one with 5 lights. This one is gonna use a little bit less battery than the other one because it does only have 4. And that's medium. And then that's strobe. So again, super bright, 1 notch down, and then strobe. This next one is going to be the single light. This is the one that only has 1 little bulb inside. See if I can get it in here. Like I said, I'm filming this at the dark already. This one only has 1 bulb on it. Here we go. You can tell it's not as bright as the other one, but still plenty bright in my opinion. You can definitely track a deer, track a hog with this, no problem. This is probably a easier one to handle because it is lighter than the others. The other ones are a little bit more top heavy, so they may tip over. Especially if you have a smaller skull and you don't tighten that bungee enough, it may kind of just be wobbling around. But again, this is that single one. Go ahead and reduce it down. There is medium setting, still pretty bright, and that is strobe. So one more time. Brightest setting there, 1 bulb again, and this is the medium setting here, and strobe. On to the next one. Okay, so now we're moving on to my personal favorites as of right now, just because of the lightness and the functionality. They're really low profile. Compared to the other ones we just saw, the other bicycle lights, those are a little bit heavier, a little bit bulkier. Those were my favorites until I found these. This is going to be the Solar Storm X3. We're going to show it to you right now. That's what it looks like. Again, a very low profile light. This is going to be the next setting there. That's super, super bright. And even brighter here. And then that's off. So you start off on low when you use the Storms X3s and the X2s. You start off in reverse compared to the other ones, the other bicycle lights. Again, here we go. Low setting here. Still good visibility in my opinion. Still plenty of light. Now you're going to go to medium setting. You can definitely tell the difference in the camera. I'm looking at the camera. I'm behind the camera right now. You can definitely tell the difference. For those of y'all who are coon hunters, this is great for that. Coon hunters are going to love this. And this is super bright. This is the highest level. So there's 3 levels of brightness. And yeah, I love these lights. These are just the best lights ever. Okay, moving on to the next one. Alright guys, now we're moving on to the little sister of the one we just showed you. This is going to be the Solar Storm X2. The one we just saw with the Solar Storm X3. So this is the X2, 2 bulbs, here we go. That is the lightest setting, or the dimmest setting I should say. Medium setting, still really, really bright. And the highest setting, again, very bright. And both of the X3s and the X2s are super light on your head. Like, they're really, really light. Like, I just don't know how to explain it. I guess compared to the other ones I had on my head, the ones we just showed you, you can definitely feel the weight difference. But yeah, so here we go again. Lowest setting here. Again, another great option for coon hunters or anyone who's looking to track deer at night. This is going to be great. Medium setting here. I mean, it illuminates the brush very, very well, in my opinion. And the highest setting here. Again, super, super bright. Okay guys, so now we're moving on to the lid cam. This is the lid cam. This is the one that had the camera and that attaches to your hat. This is the one that I use to mainly get to the trails or get to the deer blinds early mornings. It's enough light to where you're not gonna disturb anything, but it's enough light to get to your deer stand. and kind of see where you're going. Also, it clips to your hat, so it makes it very, very easy. It's hands-free. You don't have to worry about it falling off. It just stays right on the hat. But like I said, this is the lid cam, and it only has one setting. Alright guys, so I forgot to record an intro, so I'm just going to leave this light here going. Thanks again for watching. I definitely appreciate it. If you appreciate this quick little review, some really, really good quality flashlights, drop it down below in a comment or like this video. I appreciate you guys watching. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. I am using the Bushnell 1500, by the way, in case those of y'all who are wondering. Yeah, but like always, be careful, be good, take care, and God bless. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.